How you doing, man?
Good, yeah.
Friend.
Lawrence.
Lawrence?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you were on the group chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you good. You gotta take that BTS?
Yeah, got the BTS.
Right Krem.
There we go.
Krem, baby.
I think these are really big, our biggest. Yeah, I love being through. Good, looking good.
Yeah. Using the phone until I need the.
They make it look clean and that thing.
I got you.
So, what about the music?
They're not very helpful.
Because it's not color-coded. Is that you, mean? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, this picture looks clean, man.
So this shit crazy. we had to set up. It took us. Well, first of all, the team ain't gonna give me credit for this, but I had to literally finesse us into setting up as quickly as possible so we could start on time. It be like that when you're trying to do a film festival. This is crazy. Christian, welcome.
Hi.
What's going on?
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. We need assistance. If there are any volunteers,
There are many volunteers.
where are they?
They're all because we got things set up. So you bring them.
much for being here at this beautiful venue. So I just want to say, everybody clap your hands for just showing up. My name is Rosalind Amaka, and I am the official host for the Houston Short Film Festival. And I am here with all of you to celebrate the amazing filmmakers. And so when it comes down to amazing talent from all over the world, our goal is to make sure that we help you grow, develop, and also be seen by amazing people to make sure that this is sustainable for you, so you are able to make this a lifelong dream and actually produce revenue for your families.
Years now, we're a streaming platform for B2B businesses to help them better train, engage, and tell better stories to their employees.
Hello everybody, it's Ashanti and we are with
Rosalind Omaka.
Rosalind Omaka. We are currently at the Houston Short Film Festival and today is opening night and she is our lovely host.
Yes, honored.
What did you think about the event today?
I think this whole event, first of all, this place is beautiful.
Right?
Very, very beautiful.
Very gorgeous.
Amazing people. And I'm super excited because Tim is doing his thing.
Yes, Tim is
doing
his
his
thing. Shout
thing.
out to Tim. So can you tell us a little bit more about your short film and what's the name of it?
Yes, so my short film is Letter From Me. It is a thing that I made for my application to the Texas State Film Program. Very short film that's just covering the cycles of grief, stages of grief, I should say. So denial and all that stuff. And you just get to see sort of individual segments of how individual people mourn.
What do you feel like you most resonate with the film festival here?
What I most resonate with is the education training that is available for the filmmakers, because it's one thing to start something and to create something, but you need a little bit of help and support. And so I love that Tim, he wants to make sure that that's possible, so that way people have a nice path.
Exactly. That's really what it's all about. So
The fact that he's a jazz maestro, I've actually got the fortunate opportunity to see him perform in different places before.
She said, now y'all can play in it after it's all done. Because earlier today she said, hey.
We'll be able to do it. I wanted to make sure. So we're ready to go, y'all. I'm just putting some stuff in the back of this trunk, but y'all can start getting in, and then we're gonna be headed out. We have a pretty scenic drive ahead of us, y'all. We're going into a different part of Houston, so thank y'all for being here. So we're at the studio for day one, VIP Immersion Day, for the One Studio. One of our lovely, amazing partners, and are making this happen. And the astronaut is back. If you're trying to find us, look for the astronaut. They should be able to see it.
storage, and just it's a two-wall site. One of the most productive ways to use this space has been when I have the larger shoots, like a Buff Bunny came in. They do athletic clothes and online and all the stuff. What they do is do video down in soundstage 1, and then you have to have all the product shots. So you set this up like this and keep this. So you're running models through, you're running production through. Really kind of a smart way to utilize both of the stages that are like these, you know. So I really encourage people when they come to me and say, this is what we're looking to do. I have another pro sports team that's coming, and they have to do their hype video for the Jumbotrons. They still have to get their headshots and all that. So it's like, okay, come through, video everything, pre-produce video down there, but also produce what your stills need to be and set this for stills. Or at least my advice on what you should, what I think. You know, like we had a show shoot here yesterday.
That's my only choice. My chip? All right. This is the
She was gonna. That's kind of what I thought.
There were 30 people in here, and more of because we shot him running from back there into here with a black floor because this was black. So that brought up a new thing for me as a positive negative studio. So I put in this black curtain now, and so you can drape across this whole thing and it blacks it out and you black out the floor so you can shoot negatively this way and positively this way. So that was a really cool shoot that we did, and then thank you. Oh yeah.
So first of all, Amber, thank you so much for that incredible studio tour. And thank you so much to our incredible VIPs here in the room with me right now for day one and showing up. Please, thank y'all so much for making it.
You were a great host. Great.
I try to do my thing.
Yeah.
We are good for lunch. Set. Cut.
Oh yeah. Of course. You know, we can have the mascot in the picture too. Yeah. The mascot's in the video. He's gone. He got his cue.
Okay, everybody looking here.
She'll come back. She's stressed.
1, 2, 3, and go. One more time. You know how much I'm thank you.
I love how
We're doing one fun. Okay, we can all do one. Yes.
So, day one.
No, there's
Man, it was enriching, y'all. Like, I'm telling you, Amber, Isaac, our star speakers, the panel, you can just see everyone's eyes light up just hearing them speak. So we've been working. Now we're about to head back to our pickup location, which is also our drop-off location. And the team has been working. This is what it looks like to make the fest. Day one.
Day one.
Some of our VIPs are getting here now. Day one, VIP and immersion day. It's been off to an incredible start. Earlier this morning, we got to see an incredible studio, For the One Studio, who is one of our partners and sponsors for this year. Had an incredible interview with the owner and founder, and so many of our VIPs left really just happy and enjoyed and enriched. So we did a good decision having them as a partner. This business is a put on, and they're really close to where we're having the festival. So it's very easy proximity, easy for our VIPs to come out and enjoy themselves and not feel like they have to travel to Walt Disney to have fun with this. Doing a group order, but if y'all want to get anything individual, y'all can do that as well. But we're going to be taking advantage of their happy hour. We're going to be ordering that. In addition to that, okay, cool. In addition to that, we can enjoy and play games. Y'all are more than invited. I'm probably going to play some games because I suck at golf, but I like to practice. So this is 6 players to a bay. Like, I was there like on graduate studies, so I was focused. So I wonder, like, when we saw each other.
Absolutely. Because most of my friends left, so I was really just in my apartment. I was going to Nesby.
Let's just talk about all the stuff that we're doing and putting on Instagram, and then that's it. And I see some studios like that. Kevin can speak to that. I see a lot of people like that, but the reality is that, like, that's cute. That's really cute.
What's going on? We are on day one. How is the experience for you?
It's been amazing. Extremely thought-provoking. I mean, I come into this space from like a different perspective as a professor within the communication and media space, and just having the opportunity to meet different stakeholders. And so today we got to tour the 4-1 studio, which was incredible, to see all those different spaces, but also see what happens behind the stage. And so getting that one-on-one opportunity to listen to the owner, to get to see all the special features that the studio has to offer, and now be able to relax, play a little golf, have some food and fun. It has just been a fulfilling day of just networking and then meeting new connections.
So out of the experience, we got the grand opening and we had the kickoff of day one. What was your biggest takeaway from those 2 days?
The first day, it was more about the community, just seeing, like, I had been seeing so many people from before, like in different spaces, and just kind of seeing them here. So it's like, yeah, like this community is still quite like close with each other, and they're all trying to give each other opportunities. So that's like amazing. I love seeing that, you know, that community-based mindset. Also, from this day, it's just been great just to kind of see how much opportunity there is in Houston. just in Houston alone.
What was the most challenging part about bringing it all together?
So I would say that the most challenging part of bringing it all together is the fact that this was the first project that I had ever directed. Usually I am a little more on the producer's side or I'm editing. This was the first time I'd really stepped into that super creative role, and this concept was very personal to me. So kind of pulling all of those creative aspects together was very new.
Out of this whole experience, what is it that you were wanting to get out of it?
I mean, I feel like I got a lot out of it by just the clarity of just knowing that there is nothing stopping us from getting what we want. You know, if we are saying it's not possible, that's just in our head. Like, you know, you kind of have to go out there and be curious and you'll find a whole other world.
So what made you want to take the leap into new adventures?
So I was a film student, so I'd been involved in film a lot, but me and my really good friend Ashton Boggin, who is also the writer of this film, we have been friends for the entirety of our college experience, and we sat down at a coffee shop and ranted about our experiences as women of color in the industry. And we were like, wait, no one really is talking about this, especially students. And we're in Ohio, so it is a very, you know, white area. And it just felt like these stories weren't being told. So I was like, well, if no one is gonna talk about it, and there are all these talented people of color and all of these students that deserve to be able to talk about their experiences, I mean, I would love to amplify that voice for them. And of course, I'm like, I don't know if I'm the person to do this, but I had such a supportive team, and we just made it work.
You're like, man, well, this is a whole set of records.
It's like we're shooting.
Day freaking, the biggest day, day 2. We are out here at Pont d'Amour. I know it says Casablanca at the top. Do not take that for what it is. This venue is actually Pont d'Amour, which is our day 2 screening day venue. And man, it was just a whirlwind to get here. I had to drop off my best friend. Our team is already here early. And man, the days just keep going. It feels like a days when you're making a film festival. Stuff was happening yesterday, stuff is happening today, but the team is here bright and early, and we're about to have a great time with our amazing attendees. Y'all check us out. We're just unpacking right now. Oh, appreciate the help today. Thanks for getting here early, man. No problem.
What's going on, boss man?
Hey, what's up?
Good.
Jesus is coming, yeah.
And then I'll have
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, hold up. When I first moved to Houston, I saw a photographer that was like, oh, this, yeah.
Welcome to screening day of HS3FF.
So with day 2, what is it that we are wanting to make sure everyone captures?
We want to make sure everybody captures what's going on screen. We want to make sure everybody captures the audience's reactions to what's happening on screen. And we want to capture, obviously, the panels that are going on and awards.
What would you say is one of your top things you're looking forward to hearing from the artists that you get to interview?
I'd say that's two-part answer.
Okay.
First is the inspiration, because I know when it comes to storytelling, we're all coming from different places. And even though some of those stories can elicit the same emotions, we all come from different experiences. And I'm really excited to hear about the inspiration that called these filmmakers to make their art. And the second part of the answer would be just the hurdles that they had to overcome, because making art isn't easy, and then making art to showcase to others is even harder.
Hey Tim, what time are they coming? 2? Okay, cool. We got plenty of time then.
Give us your thoughts as we are going through the motions right now, because everything we're doing is at a position where you got to be audible ready. So how are you mentally with the project?
Honestly, I'm adapting. Right? Things are coming up. There's no such thing as a perfect festival or a perfect event. You just got to be able to do audibles and do them really, really right. You know, I, as the executive producer, have to act as a good quarterback and understand the team dynamics of this. And we've gone through some days, and this is our year 2, and we're trying to find our identity.
Right.
But we're doing pretty well. There's no such thing as right or wrong or bad or good. We're doing well, doing making it happen. So mentally, I'm liking what I see. Like, people are collaborating, corresponding, and I'm learning. Okay, where can we get better? But in a good way.
Absolutely.
Those are learning opportunities for me.
Gotcha. And I've been asking all of the media team as we put everything together, because like you said, you are the quarterback. What is it that you're wanting the audience to gather and take away from today?
I think the biggest thing that I want them to gather and take away is that their films matter, their voices matter, and they shouldn't stop making films. That's because some of the audience members are going to be family, friends of the stars that we selected and our VIPs, and some of them are storytellers. They may not make films yet, but they want to share a story, or they have stories in them. And I think when they see other people sharing their story and sharing their journey, they'll get inspired to keep doing theirs in whatever their way is. You don't have to be a filmmaker to be a storyteller.
So what caught your eye to want to be a part of the program?
It's honestly just like the entire thing. It's like I've always wanted to be in around people that also kind of share the same things I do, and that's also things like storytelling. So the fact that we're documenting this entire thing is a really exciting thing too, because it's get to be with other people that play with cameras, and then also things in the short film stuff and the industry and stuff like that, and just getting to know a whole bunch of different people.
What would you give to all the great creators to always improve on moving forward?
Everybody was so different, all the films. Some of them were a little bit more polished than others.
Okay.
I think when submitting to any type of film festival, try and make it as polished as possible within your budget. Really think about cinematography, really think about lighting, really think about camera, how you set up your shot, everything like that. And then, make sure you have enough rehearsal time with your actors.
What made you agree to be on the panel?
I've juried other shows in the past. So I've juried animation shows in the past, and I'm always blown away by what people submit. it and the films that are being created. So I was really excited to look at some live action. I have a special place in my heart for film. I'm a film geek, so I'm always happy to see what people are creating.
My last thing for you is because as y'all watch the documentary of this, my man has laid this out where we got to taste a little bit of almost all of Houston. How were you able to find your way around Houston and be able to connect with all these great people that have a lot to offer, not just us using the space, but just from the knowledge of what they were able to offer?
Yeah, no, it's been a really rich experience, and I think I've lived in Houston for quite some time. I am a Houston native, given how long I've lived in Houston, and I love how Houston is excelling in the media and entertainment space, but also just creative in general. And fundamentally for us, with this film festival, there's so many storytellers out here spread across Houston. So for us, we wanted to show the beauty of that for people coming out of town, for people who are local, and for people who didn't even know that this existed in Houston. Houston is quite an industrious city, known for a lot of things: oil, gas, energy, finance to a degree, healthcare. But we're seeing the growth in media and entertainment. And that comes with having a festival like ours, who's bringing that to light. And I believe we're seeing that with our VIPs, our stars, our attendees. They're feeling that. That means we're around to stay. Houston's here to stay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And to leave you out with one, because I did tell a lie, from all of the films you got to look at and watch, what was the most exciting part of watching those films?
Yeah, well, I was a part of steering our judging committee. The most exciting part of watching the films is to see where all these filmmakers are in terms of their potential and their talent. The creative is there, right? And the growth is more than there. But all of these filmmakers that submitted to our festivals, and we got a chance to select them, and we're going to be screening them today, they all have it, right? They have that thing that could help them boom at some point and that they need to continue nurturing. So for me, seeing that potential was breathtaking. And we're showing that today on screening day, day 2.
Screening day.
A huge day for our attendees.
So it's gonna be a fun day. I know a lot of people that have short films that are premiering, so hopefully I get to see some friends.
People are tired. It's been a long weekend, but we're gonna have a really fun gala, an after party out afterwards. And yesterday, the screening day was really good. No technical difficulties, incredible movies. People cried, people laughed, people asked great questions, and it was an incredible ending. Definitely better than year 1, in my opinion. For day 3, once we get through this, we gotta start thinking about year 2. Yeah, I'm sorry, year 3.
What was one of the things that you enjoyed about working with the crew?
I enjoy the communication and like the friendly environment. Like people are very friendly over here with Lene, Josh, Miguel, Lawrence, and pretty much everybody. Like you feel like you're not really working, like you are in a team, like a team of friends trying to like create some good for the community of Houston community. So yeah, I really love it.
we were basically documenting like what was going on. We were capturing all the emotion and the things, the events that happened, and all the like amazing stars that, you know, showed up here like at the film festival. It was super amazing thing, by the way. It was like, got to meet so many people. This is actually my first time coming to a film festival, and it is so fun to just like being able to network. I met Lainey, like got to know her, and then got to know Jesus, and just like everybody here, you know, everybody's cool people, and as well as all the stars, and just kind of getting to know what goes on through like making films and stuff like that. And it's just super interesting, and like, I guess I love like networking. It's like my first time I actually networked. Super fun.
From this event, what was one of your biggest takeaways that you got from it?
My biggest takeaway was that filmmakers need to be supported more. They definitely need an audience. They deserve to have their films that they've worked so hard on viewed in front of an audience. That was my biggest takeaway. It was honestly just understanding and really seeing that appreciation filmmakers need.
So with HS3FF, how I became a part of it, essentially I have a short film, Love and Hate, and it actually won Best Overall Shorts at last year's festival. So because I do event coordination, event production, props, all of that jazz, stage setting, he's like, hey Krishna, I really want to work with you as far as like the next film festival. So that's how I got involved. Really, it's Tim, blame him. I was like, well, I guess thank him.
Right.
Yes, thank him. Yeah.
One or the other.
One or the other.
It depends on the moment,
it
right?
It depends on the person, yes.
What a year. From opening night to day 3. I've heard really positive feedback from some of our attendees. Many of them said we want more people to come in the future. And then others also said, this is the best festival that we've ever been to because you made us feel so seen. You're doing so much for the filmmakers. You're putting on such a show. And I mean, opening night was our team's toughest night. Obviously, day 1, a little bit easier for us, a little bit more light. Day 2, high stakes, but everything went off without any technical difficulties. The filmmakers loved seeing their films be seen, and it was incredible energy towards the end. And then tonight, some people really got a moment of a lifetime. We adapted from Thursday to Sunday, opening night to day 3 with grit, and I'm really proud of our team. Even right after this, I'm going to talk to our team. But like, I'm so happy with how things went out with year 2, and I think we couldn't have done it without the greatest team in the world helping us out. Literally breaking up, breaking down, waking up the next morning, breaking up, like meeting at the location. It wasn't easy, but we got it done.
The awards or the competition was this year in terms of films, and just how big we did in terms of having people from all over the world submit and people from all over the nation come. This film festival isn't about us. It's about you, the stars, the filmmakers, the storytellers, and then a little bit about the friends and families that support y'all.
Give it up for yourselves for being creators and telling your story your way.
Best action short. Put your hands together.
is Project Z.
An audience.
Everybody that came in here and was a guest to the experience, I can tell that they really enjoy themselves. So go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back and just be graceful with yourself and thank yourselves for giving someone else a great experience.
So what was one of the biggest highlights to you during these days here?
My biggest highlight had to be day 2, talking with our panelists and being very personal with them after their films were seen for their Star Select batch, and really connecting with them. You know, I had a chance to interview 2 panel groups and see 2 other panel groups get interviewed, and really connecting with them, hearing those laughs, hearing their journey, what they've sacrificed to get to where they're at, and why they submitted their films to our film festival was really delightful. And I think it's the moment that, you know, I needed to feel to continue to inspire me to think creatively about where we're going with our festival, while we continue to lean into what matters. So day 2 was a highlight for me, and it all kind of wrapped together in day 3 when we minted some winners.
I think my biggest takeaway is definitely like my team. I'm really appreciative for my team. I always like to work with people that are reliable, that will show up, especially when it comes to guest relations, especially when it comes to making sure that people are having a good time at whatever event that they are. And because there were so many moving pieces, I think one thing for sure, I would allow myself more time as far as like when it comes to setup and things like that, because even when it comes to stuff like that on production, yes, it may take us maybe 30 minutes to an hour to set up the things when it comes to the cameras, when it comes to technology and whatnot. But when it comes to things like this, especially when we're recreating them, it takes a lot more time. So definitely giving myself more time to actually put stuff together so I don't feel rushed, so my team does not feel rushed, and so that my guests are having a more enjoyable experience.
What was it that you were really focused on when you were selecting who was going to play what role in this project to make it as smooth as it was?
I believe we were definitely looking for people who had a heart of service and people who are okay with volunteering, right? All of our volunteers get paid. Literally, they've all gotten paid. And we were mindful of that even through technical difficulties we were experiencing. But many of them didn't do it for the money. They really did it for the experience and to be a part of the community. And we want more volunteers like that in the future. So what we were really looking for in each volunteer was a heart of service. And we saw that. Some of our volunteers served our guests food. Some of our volunteers woke up as early as possible to get on set on time to help us, you know, set the set up and set stages up and all of the amazing things our attendees saw. And some of them even stayed late to break it down. And that's just not something everyone would do, right? So I'm really proud and I'm really grateful. And I know that, you know, that's something that we're going to remember this year and our attendees are going to remember. And we want all of our vendors to come back next year for the next big challenge.